Hey, and welcome back at cloudbackupping.com to another Carbonite video. And in this video, we are going to look at Carbonite's restore process. We're going to see if Carbonite really restores our data fast and easy. And obviously we have already backed up our data. It is 13 GB, and we're going to have an in-depth look at the different restore modes Carbonite offers us. And especially we're going to focus on ease of use and velocity of restore, because this is important. When you lose your data, you want your data fast, and you want probably individual files that you backed up. If you're working on an important project and you have a deadline tomorrow or whatever, you need to find the file fast to finish the project. And as you can see, we have three restore modes. We have the search and restore mode, where you can really search for individual files that you need quickly right now after a system crash. And you have the browse backup feature, so you can really browse your files and edit your files directly from within your backup if you want to. Or you can do a complete restore if you have some time and if your hard drive failed completely. But let's have a look at the first restore option, which is a search and restore option. So let's say my hard drive crashed and I was working on this particular video I'm recording, and I know that I saved it with the name Carbonite. So I might just go in and look for files that are named Carbonite, and Carbonite will look through all the backup files, and here we see, hey, this is the Carbonite file I was looking for, and I can restore it directly from within here and continue working on that project and release that on time. Okay, let's exit out of that and have a look at the other options we have. So now when you click on Browse Your Backup, let's see how that looks. Carbonite will mount your backup drive, and here you can see you have an exact image of all your important files, and you can browse the files directly from within the browser. And here you can also select, okay, I do not want to back up, for example, this and that folder to save a little bit of space, or rather upload time, because space is unlimited at Carbonite. But here you can see what files are backed up and could potentially directly edit the files from within here. So, and the third option is what we're going to do today. We're going to restore all of our files and see how that works, and see whether that is as easy as the backup process here. So we're going to click on Restore All Files, and we are presented with a little description of how the process is going to work. We're going to first select our files, then we review the selection, and then finally we can restore everything. So let's just see how the selection process works. And here we can select the user accounts that have been backed up, and in my case, I only want to back up the Mauricio folder, because I do not need the data from the other users of that system. So I select just do not restore, and I only select Mauricio. So with a click on next, I could now go and view the files, and here's something I didn't like that much. I cannot select the destination folder. That would be a great addition to the software, that I could, for example, select an external hard drive to select the data, to store the data to, but this is unfortunately not possible here. But let's just continue with the backup. We can see, okay, well, we have 13.8 GB, but we have to click on Next to continue without being able to select the destination. And the next step, we can select the order of the files that we want to restore. And this is a very important feature. For example, I can say, hey, I need particular files faster than other files, and Carbonite will go and restore those files in the order you specify. And I can't stress enough how useful this feature is. And combining that feature with the individual file restore, this makes a perfect restore of your backup here. So let's say I want to restore my test files first, which is around 1 GB in size. Well, here it's 733 MB, and I can select that by clicking on the plus, on the green plus sign here, and with a click on continue, we can now finally start our backup with a click on Start Restore Now. And in the next screen, we see exactly how Carbonite restores our data. Obviously, the restore overview is not that detailed as, for example, in iDrive. And if you are a geek like me, you probably will miss some of the monitoring features here while restoring. But I think for the average user, this is totally fine and not overwhelming. And this is very important, the ease of use and especially the speed. So we're just going to stop the video here and then resume it and see how long Carbonite took to restore my 13 gigabyte in files. Okay, so here we are. Speed was great. It only took an hour to download 12 gigabyte of files. Well, granted, I have a 100 megabit line here, so downloads are pretty fast, but I like the speed of Carbonite servers here. Also, we can have a look at a detailed restore report, so you can see whether all the important files have been backed up correctly, and let's see how that looks like. Okay, so here we are in the report, and we can see exactly what kind of files have been backed up, and scroll down the list and verify whether everything is correct. All in all, Carbonite is a great service, and the restore process convinced me pretty much of that as well, and the $59 are not spent in vain. I can be sure as hell that my data is going to be restored correctly when I need it. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I really hope I could ease a little bit the hard decision-making process that you have when you decide on an online backup service. And if you like this video, please recommend it to your friends and family and give it your like on YouTube. You do me a great favor also if you leave a comment, and I'll certainly get back to you. So see you next video. Bye-bye.